Okay, so hey everyone, welcome back to the stream. So, welcome back to the stream. Today's live stream, we are going to be talking about designing your own sound in Reaktor. In just a few minutes, we're going to build a custom synth from scratch, and let's get started. So, first things first, we're going to open up Reaktor, and we're going to add in some modules. Before we can add in some modules, we need to choose which version of Reaktor we're going to open up. So there's an option to use the play section, an option to use the patch section, and an option to build. Today we're going to be going into the build section because it has the most flexibility and allows you to build out your sounds the way you want. So we open up the build section and we're going to connect some modules. So let's wire these up. We're going to need a few modules to start. The essentials of creating sound, which are our very essential sound making devices. We need a node in. We need a oscillator. We need to generate our sound. We need a VCA. And that's about it to generate a sound. We're also going to add an envelope because we're going to need that too. And then that's going to control our VCA. So we can get to building and start creating sounds with just these components. And I'm going to add one more thing in here, a state variable filter that'll help us shape our tone and it'll route it through our oscillator. So I'm also going to add, I think, an LFO to add some modulation and make our sound really pop. So also, I think that today we can step sequence this. So we're going to need the step sequencer and we're going to need a gate. So I'm going to bring in a gate or a clock so that we can control that over time, kind of automates our instrument. So I'm going to connect our gate. Then we're going to connect our oscillator and our amp just to make sure we're getting an output. And we're going to hit play on our clock. But before we do that, I'm actually going to organize the panel a little bit, make sure that it's the way we want it to be. So I'm going to hit organize. Just this is a manual process in terms of organizing. We're just putting our blocks in the order that we want them to be in. I like the 8-step sequencer at the top. You can put it in any order you want to put it in, but I think it makes the most sense to have the modules that are controlling the devices to be near each other. And that's it. So that's how my top panel looks. I'm going to add a few notes in. Let's go ahead and pick a key. So I'm going to choose let's choose F minor. So if we choose a scale, we know that F, let's just look it up. So we know that A flat, B flat, and E flat. A flat, which is G sharp. Oh, let's do this. G, A flat, which is G sharp. B flat, which is A sharp. Then we got a D flat, which is C sharp. Then we got a D flat, which is, sorry, we got a B flat, which is A sharp. F, G, A. Yep, okay. And then we got a C, which is a C. Because we don't have the flat accidental, it looks a little funny, but it should be correct. Then we got a D flat, which is C sharp. Then we got a E flat, which is a D sharp. Then we got our F. So we can actually put in our scale, and then we can start our clock. Initialize. And then turn up our amp. Make sure we're getting a sound. There we go. I was wondering why it wasn't working. Needed a gate connection to turn on and off the oscillator. So there we go. We can actually pitch these down. We got our G here. Okay, now we can manipulate our sound. So we can manipulate our lead in any way we want. Let's add a filter into it. And the filter changes things slightly. Then we're going to throw an LFO onto our filter. And I'm going to add one more thing to it. Okay, so and there we go. We got ourselves a lead. So, in just a few minutes, we were able to carve out a lead sound that we could use. So, from the 8-step sequencer to the oscillator to the filter, we can see the whole build structure. Looks something like this as you look through. And yeah, feel free to use this and create a sound of your own and keep creating sounds. I also offer a full deep dive course where you can learn even more about sound design, and feel free to check it out. Link in the description. And peace out.